All right, guys, that was really quick, but I'm back. This is Mission 4, Lessons 2 through 5 overview. Let's talk about some of the vocabulary. The first term that you need to know is expression, and we've been doing expressions for a long time. An expression is any combination of sums, differences, products, or divisions of numbers that evaluates to another number. Expressions do not have an equal sign. So it's any problem that you write out, whether it be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, but it does not have an equal sign. Let's also talk about an improper fraction. We've been calling these fractions greater than 1, so they have two names. This is any fraction that's numerator is greater than its denominator. So its numerator is bigger than its denominator. A mixed number. A mixed number is a number made up of a whole number and a fraction. So if I took 5/4, my improper fraction, and I wanted to change it to a mixed number, I would get a whole number 1 and a fraction 1/4. Let's talk about standard algorithm. This is also another word that we've been using. This is the standard step-by-step procedure to solve any problem. So long division is a standard algorithm. And our last word is unit form. Unit form is a number expressed in the terms of its units. So if I wrote this number in unit form, I would write 8/10 because there's an 8 in the tenths place. I would write 6/100 because hundredths is my unit, and 3/1000. So I'd write its unit as a word. So what are we doing in lessons 2 through 5? Well, you are going to draw pictures and use tape diagrams to model fractions as division, and then you're going to solve for them. You're going to express a fraction as division in different forms, and you're going to solve word problems involving division of whole numbers. All right, guys, so we're going to fill in this chart. First of all, I have the division expression, 3 divided by 2. When we would do this before, we would get a remainder, but we're not going to get a remainder anymore. We're going to start getting a fraction. So my unit form is 6/2 divided by 2 is going to equal 3/2. Because if I did that backwards, 3 divided by 2, improper fraction. I'm going to take the first number, the 3. It's going to become my numerator. The second number, the 2, is going to become my denominator. And so I have 3/2. Let's turn that into a mixed number. There are one set of 2 in 3. If I took that 2 out, I subtracted it from the 3, I get 1 left over, and my denominator stays the same. Now let's set that up in a standard algorithm. Again, if I do a skip count by 2, I see that only one group of 2 is in 3. If I go to 2, I get 4. That's too much. So 1 is going to come up here. 1 times 2 is 2. When I subtract, I get 1. This 1 would be my remainder, or I could put a decimal here and keep going with zeros. But I'm working with fractions, so I'm going to keep it as a fraction. I'm going to take that 1, and that's my whole number. This 1 that's a remainder is going to become my numerator, and the 2 that I divided by is going to become my denominator.